Blessings upon blessings. I know one day I'll no longer be stressing. I know my time is coming, I'm progressing. Just know I'm truly grateful for your blessings. Blessings upon blessings. Used to make a mess but learned my lesson. Times were hard but never did I question. Just know I'm truly grateful for your blessings.
Put on the whole armor of God, that ye may be able to stand against the wiles of the devil. For we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of the darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places. Ephesians 6:11 and 12. One of my dear brothers sent me a heads up that read, this year's Final Four spells I am wolf. When I saw this, I immediately began looking for more hidden meanings buried within this event. And when I looked deeper, it became apparent to me that this was another satanic ritual meant to exalt the devil and his Antichrist. So without further ado, let's get into it.
To March Madness as the Final Four of the college men's basketball tournament is set.
I know. Yesterday, #1 seed Michigan knocked off Tennessee 95-62.
Now the Wolverines will face another #1 seed, the Arizona Wildcats, while UConn upset Duke 73-72 on a last-second three-pointer by Braylon Mullins. UConn will take on #3 Illinois, the Fighting Illini, in the Final Four this Saturday in Indianapolis, with the championship on Monday, April 6th.
Illinois uses the I as its logo. UConn uses the Siberian Husky, which looks like a twin of the wolf and shares roughly 98.8 to 99% of the DNA of modern gray wolves. Michigan uses the letter M and Arizona the letter A. When we rearrange this enneagram, we get the phrase, I am wolf. You may remember we spoke about selling one's soul at the crossroads and the blues musician Howlin' Wolf, who sang the song Smokestack Lightning as a reference to Barack.
He was the big, bad wolf. Now the story is he got his name from a dead man who came out the cemetery and tuned his guitar. And he been howling at the moon ever since.
Oh, smokestack lightning, shining just like gold.
In the smoke that rises from the bottomless pit when it is opened to release the king of the pit. In Revelation 9:11, Howlin' Wolf was from the Mississippi Delta, or Dalet, which points to the opening of the doorway. He moved to Chicago, which further connects him to the Chicago Bull, Obama. Not only that, but he had a song called 44 as a reference to number 44, Obama, as well. The connection to the wolf goes even deeper. The Air Jordan 5 Retro Wolf Grey was released on Saturday, February 28, 2026. This shoe was first released on February 1st, 1990. The same year, the Chicago Bull, Michael, the Prince of the Power of the Air, Jordan, went to the next level in his practice of the occult. This was followed by his first championship win on June 12th, or 6/12, which gives us the number 666, the number of the beast. Like the number of the shoe, the Jordan 5, the victory came in Game 5 of the NBA Finals against the Los Angeles Lakers, or the Lost or fallen angels from the lake of fire. This particular shoe was designed with an illuminated tongue. This lets us know that the spirit of the king of the bottomless pit will indwell the Antichrist to enlighten him, giving him an illuminated tongue, which will allow him to mesmerize the world with his great oratory skills.
It's been you who fueled my dogged faith in our future, even when the odds were great, even when the road is long. Hope in the face of difficulty, hope in the face of uncertainty, the audacity of hope.
This is also the reason why the final championship game will be played on April 6th or 4/6, as it points to Obama's reading of Psalm 46 at ground zero for 9/11, when he declared himself to be God.
Be still and know that I am God. I will be exalted among the nations. I will be exalted in the earth.
The number of the shoe, the Jordan 5, confirms the illuminated tongue that the Antichrist receives, as it points to Revelation 13, verse 5, which declares, "And there was given unto him a mouth, speaking great things and blasphemies, and power was given unto him to continue 42 months." Notice the tuning forks or pitchforks that are part of the Final Four logo. The pitchfork is synonymous with the devil. These same tuning forks or pitchforks were also part of the building structure of the Twin Towers. The pitchfork is used to bring things in tune or into harmony with one another. In addition, this event is set to occur in Indianapolis, which points to the rider on the white horse, or Antichrist. Therefore, this event is meant to bring the masses in tune with the devil and the spirit of Antichrist. The Final Four also points us to the 4 horses of the apocalypse, which begins with the rider on the white horse, the Antichrist, as found in Revelation 6, 1 and 2. We know Obama identified himself as the rider on the white horse when he gave his acceptance speech at Mile High Stadium in Denver beneath the white horse, thunder.
And great humility, I accept your nomination for presidency of the United States.
In addition, the name Indianapolis can be broken down like this. Polis means city, and Indiana is actually in Diana. This gives us the phrase, in the city of Diana. The city of Diana in biblical times was Ephesus, a major Roman-era metropolis in Asia Minor, or modern-day Turkey, renowned for the temple of Artemis, or Diana. Ephesus was a center of pagan worship, where worshippers, including the silversmith Demetrius in Acts 19, produced idols of the goddess, which caused significant conflict with the ministry of early followers of the Way. In fact, the book of Ephesians was written specifically to the believers in Ephesus. This points us back to the warning of Ephesians 6, 11 and 12 about putting on the full armor of God, and the fact that we are at war not with flesh and blood, but against principalities and powers and spiritual wickedness in high places. The connection to Diana or Artemis also serves to connect the Final Four in the phrase, "I am Wolf," to the launch of the Artemis II rocket on a mission to the moon on April 1st.
The Artemis II mission is a test mission of the Orion space capsule.
Artemis II will be the first time we put humans on this rocket.
We're going back to the moon because it's the next step in our journey to Mars.
We were always going to the moon.
Pushing ourselves to explore is just core to who we are. That's a part of being a human.
And lift off. We shall return.
Artemis and Diana are connected to the wolf goddess Lycaena. In Greek mythology, Artemis and her twin brother Apollo carry the epithets Lycae, which means of the wolves, and Lycaena, meaning she-wolf. Their mother, Leto, was said to have been led to her birthing place by wolves, or, in some accounts, she transformed into a she-wolf herself to avoid the wrath of Hera. Artemis is associated with Mount Lycaon, or Wolf Mountain, a site of ancient rituals involving human sacrifice and lycanthropy, men turning into wolves. This wolf nature represents the wild, predatory aspect of the moon goddess. The moon, Artemis, or Diana, is the catalyst for the wolf's transformation and its most vocal activity of howling at the moon. This is where the terms lunacy and lunatic come from, because it was based on the belief that the moon's phases influenced human behavior and mental health. When we consider the context, the choice of April 1st as the launch date for the Artemis II, which is named after the moon or lunar goddess, is not a coincidence, but a calculated tale. By launching on April Fool's Day, the elites are performing the ultimate deception and are essentially laughing in the face of the public. Because the mission is a fabrication, the date serves as a hidden in plain sight admission that effectively turns the viewers into fools for believing it. This is a type of lycanthropy, men turning into lunatics or fools, becoming wolves, howling at the moon. Fools are typically seen as unwise and lunatics as severely mentally ill. Notice the Fool Tarot card is number 0 or O, which further points us to Obama. The launch of the Artemis II on April Fool's Day is predictive programming through what is called the revelation of the method, where the truth is hidden within a joke, so that those who notice it are dismissed as conspiracy theorists, while the insiders enjoy the irony. The launch of the Artemis II to the moon is widely recognized as the first crewed mission toward the moon in over 50 years. Strong's Concordance lists G50 as agnaeo, which means to be ignorant, not to know or understand. This points to those who are willfully ignorant about the satanic rituals occurring in plain sight, right under their noses. This makes the willingly ignorant April Fools indeed. Further, this is not the first time that we have seen the fool and the rocket launch to the moon connected with the satanic ritual. Remember the sacrifices of both Julio, Fulio, and Takeoff, who had a video which depicted him as an astronaut going to the moon. Not only that, but just after Takeoff's death, Obama made a joke about vampires and werewolves.
Since the last time I was here, Mr. Walker has been talking about issues that are of great importance to the people of Georgia. Like whether it's better to be a vampire or a werewolf.
Blessings upon blessings. I know one day I'll no longer be stressing. I know my time is coming, I'm progressing. Just know I'm truly grateful for your blessings. Blessings upon blessings. Used to make a mess but learned my lesson. Times were hard but never did I question. Just know I'm truly grateful for your blessings.